on some of these kicks from further and further out? Are they letting you back things up a little bit this games? Do you feel like they have a little bit more confidence in you to go from deeper out?
Yeah, I think they do. I hit a few from deep today in practice, just in warm-ups, and so I think that's helping me gain trust, just them seeing me be able to execute on those longer kicks. So hopefully soon I'll get a chance in game.
What qualifies as deep?
For me, anything 55 and up that's like a deep kick in college football.
Against West Virginia, you missed the early kick. I mean, just talk about your mindset. You experienced that miss, and then just going forward, you make the next couple.
So, I mean, obviously no one's happy to miss a kick in that type of game. The whole week we're talking about how we have to be perfect in everything because they're going to throw everything at us, right? So being able to respond from that, I think it helped my mindset going into these next few games. But in the moment, I was kind of just thinking, it's one kick, right? It's one kick. And Junko was helping me a lot with that, and Upa too. Just kind of taking my mind off of it, realizing that there's a lot of game to go, and that it might come down to me. So I couldn't be in a mindset, so I had to move on quick.
What have the nerves been like for you, maybe in that game, but just in general as a freshman coming in here kicking?
To be quite honest, there haven't been much. I thought I would be way more nervous, especially in that Duquesne game. It was my first game in college. Thought the nerves would be high and I would be a lot more nervous than I was. But I like to think that I was able to kind of keep a cap on that and maintain level throughout all the ups and downs that we faced.
What do you think made you not feel nervous?
I think it's just the fact that I've repped so many kicks in practice, and I've got so many kicks up with this operation that it's kind of hard not to feel great about it when you see a perfect snap every day, you see a perfect hold every day, and then I just know it comes down to me, and I'm confident in myself and my abilities, so it's pretty easy to go in there with confidence.
Was it challenging this last game when you had those 2 kicks that you had to redo because of penalties?
I know Coach Deuce said yesterday that it might have been a little tough for people, but I didn't see it like that. I saw it as, okay, I saw that one go in already, now I'll just hit a better ball this time. I didn't really see it as another opportunity to make a mistake. I just saw it as an opportunity to get better.
The good holds and the good snaps in practice, is that all translated to game day with that whole operation?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you look at Nico, he's a guy that throws laces every time, and to be quite frank, I don't think he's ever not thrown a perfect snapping game. And Junko, he's a grad senior, right? He's been holding for 5 years. Even though he hasn't been starting, I think he's been having game-like reps throughout his 5 years. So for him to come in and give me those perfect holds, it's been a blessing, truly.
Is it like every game or even every rep, it just gets more comfortable as far as not just the operation on the field, but getting ready to go, how you want to warm up before you go out for each kick, and all those sort of little things?
Yeah, I mean, I know this isn't great to do, and we're kind of coached not to do this, but I would say my process for every kick isn't the same in terms of warming up and the mindset going into the kick, because every kick isn't the same. Some kicks you need to have them, some kicks they matter less, but I try to kind of just be where the moment is, and how do I say this? I try to just do what the game needs of me. If they need me to go out there and kick, fine. If they need me to be on the sideline and wait and they go for it, but be ready in case they call a timeout, I'm ready for them there. But that's what I mean when I say not every process is the same, because I mean, you look at it, we go for it on 4th and 6, I think, and they get it. And on the sideline, the play before that, they were screaming field goal alert. So the kind of mindset going into that was that I was going to kick a field goal, and to be immediately told that I wasn't, everything's always changing. So not every kick can be the same, if you know what I mean.
Do you have a spot on the field the offense gets to their own 37 or their own 40 where you start either go kicking into the net or something where as you're watching the game, when's that point where you're okay, I better get ready here?
I would say as long as they're across half field, I'm ready. Me and Coach Bro kind of look at each other and we're be ready. But as far as kicking in the net, I don't really do that much. I find that it kind of affects my technique. So I do mostly dry swings, kicking without the ball, kind of visualizing more. I think the mental aspect is way more strong than physical in this game, and especially in this position. So I kind of try to target that.
Coach Bernassi said you guys haven't had to deal with much
Yeah, 100%. And I think just talking to the older guys like Ben, I mean, we talked about it last time. I have a good relationship with him. I think having those relationships and being able to ask them questions has also helped me get used to the wind in the stadium. And I know we kicked over there twice, I think, in fall camp, and both times the wind was pretty heavy. So I feel comfortable in that scenario.
Any final?
As the season goes on, it's going to get colder here. Has anybody talked about like what you'll need to do during the game just to stay loose? So you know what I mean, to keep stretching.
We're just trying to stay in the moment right now. We haven't really talked about that much. I know it is a conversation we will have to have down the line, but up until this point, we haven't really talked about it.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You kind of had to play the role of the coach for a little bit while Sean and Shadarian were in there and you were on the line.
I think I play the same role every day, whether I'm on the field or off the field, because they like look up to me and I got a lot of knowledge that I can like instill into them, and I want them to be the best them, so I have to just be that person to do that.
What do you find that they need? Like some technical stuff to how to manage a football player. What do those guys need right now?
I just say everything because they're younger players. And they need experience, and the best way to get experience is to be out there playing, which they are doing. And then it's just life in general. Like they'll just just naturally figure stuff out on their own, or just ask questions and figure stuff out from other players that's been around and that have played.
What have you thought about their performances?
I think they played great. Even the last couple of weeks, they did their job. They made plays, and that's all you can really ask for. Play hard too.
Getting back out on the field against Louisville, how do you think you played particularly?
I think I played a solid game. A couple plays I left out there I felt like I could have made, but man, that happens every game. That's what everybody. You can't win every play, but I think I played great, especially in run support.
You were in coverage on the one touchdown after the fumble punt. Just what did you see on that play?
Nothing really. It was certain coverage we was in, and I was just reading, and the receiver got on me fast, and they ran like play action to our side, and he broke across the middle. They just made a good play and called a great play against the call that we had. We just got to execute.
Is Kavir supposed to be playing a little bit higher on that play?
I mean, he could have, but I mean, it's still my man. I just gotta make a play on it.
You guys, I think Louisville ran like 80 or 90 plays. West Virginia ran like 80 or 90 plays. I mean, we look at it from the outside. We're like, the defense is like getting worn down. I mean, what is it when you're actually in the mix? I forget how many snaps you played, 75 snaps or something against Louisville. I mean,
80, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's a lot of running around, right? I mean, you get pretty. Does fatigue set in?
I feel like that's what we get. We get paid to play defense. Like we just got to go out there. Make plays, make more plays, just try to outplay their defense because we can't really use just being tired or anything as an excuse. So we just got to go find a way to finish, and that's what we haven't did in the last couple of weeks is finish games. We got to just find a way to finish. That's been our emphasis in the offseason, just finish games.
You have a unique perspective that you've gotten to watch a whole game but also play in games. What have been your impressions on the secondary as a whole?
I feel like the secondary gets better every week. We haven't had our full secondary really the entire season because we probably played maybe 20 snaps together Duquesne game, which is not much at all, and it's been bits and pieces ever since. So, but I feel like the secondary is developing great. We need to make more plays. There's more plays to be made, but I think we're playing. I think we're playing good.
How do you feel like the communication has been, just game in and game out among the secondary?
I feel like it's getting better. It could be better, obviously. Just like anything else, it could be better. But I feel like communication's been there. At times it hasn't, which has hurt us a little bit. But that's why we play the games and that's why we practice to get better.
As a secondary, what are you guys expecting from Boston College?
They're gonna come and be balanced. It's a good team. They like what they like. I'm pretty sure they have their certain plays to attack certain players in the scheme, whether one run game or pass game, and we just got to be prepared.
As an older guy, I mean, how do you try to keep these young guys who start going on the team kind of up and motivated and not let these last few losses get too much?
We try to keep them motivated just by letting them know it's a long season. We won a championship in 21. We lost 2 games in the regular season. So season's not over. It was the first ACC game. We have, 8 or 9 more to go. So it's still a long season, and it's a lot of football to play. So just telling them that.
Any final? Rashad, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Questions?
You take us through pick 6.
Pick 6. I was in the coverage drop. I seen my man. I went under to another zone. Went back to the zone I would be taking over. Obviously, seen the ball in the air. Told myself I need this one. Jumped up, got it. At first I'm like, all right, let me just run, see how far I can get. And I start seeing a lot of green. I'm like, let me just run. And got that ball in my hands and scored.
Which one felt better, that one or the one from Syracuse last year?
Probably the last one. Because I really wasn't, that coverage, I wasn't supposed to get that pick, obviously. Not obviously, but, when it come down to it, and, I knew Syracuse when I knew, I could make that one happen. But that one just kind of happened by just being a ball player, for real.
You had to shake off at least 2 or 3 defenders to get there. What allowed you to do that?
I mean, I've been playing offense since I was probably, 4 years old. I really was an offensive guy until probably, my junior year of high school. So, really, whenever I get the ball, I just know I need to score. Even in high school, my whole my senior year, I had, 5 picks. I got hurt, obviously, early. But I ain't get tackled on one of my picks, and it was all pick 6s. So I just take pride in when I get the ball in my hand, make an opportunity, because I ain't going to have it in my hands a lot, for real.
It's probably been a long time since you've run 75 yards in one play in a game, right? I mean, even deep coverage, you're not going that far.
That was a little minute, but I actually didn't even know it was 75 yards until I got to the sideline. Somebody was like, they just said, you took that 75 yards. I'm like, 75? Woo, that's a lot for real, but I didn't even know until they told me.
What was going through your head in the celebration and all that?
At first, I'm like, cause really, I just always want to look at my mom when I score. So that's what I really did when I turned around and pointed. I looked at my family, pointing at them, and I'm just thinking, man, it's time to turn up with my teammates now. He just told me to do a little dolphin dance. That's what I started doing in the end zone.
Rasheem, you said had to run 75 yards. Supposed to have been play a lot of plays so far this year. The defense as a whole has been on the field a ton these past 2 games. How have you seen the unit as a whole hold up, especially late in the game when you're playing so much?
We've been able to hold up really good, obviously. It's nothing that's been taking us or draining us or nothing. We just got to be able to make more plays when we out there, obviously. It's not like we're getting drained or anything or we're on the field too much. We know, we signed up to play football. We want to be on the field, so, yeah.
And as a linebacker, you guys obviously had some injuries early on. I mean, in the fourth quarter, things like that. Do you notice, when you've been on the field for a while or when it's, I guess when you've been on the field for a while, it's late in the week?
Not really, because I know last year I used to complain about not being on the field. So when I'm on the field, I love being on the field. It ain't nothing about being tired or nothing. It's just embracing being on the field, for real.
You also had a sack in that second half. Can you walk us through what you saw in that play?
Well, I had an edge blitz. Obviously, I didn't want to show it. I was showing some of my blitzes early, kind of. So I think I was just really trying to be patient on this one. And as soon as I seen my D and wrap and the tackle follow him, I'm like, I'm gonna be free. I see the running back come over kind of late, try to hit me. I just kind of dipped my shoulder on him and just made the tackle, made the sack.
Against West Virginia wasn't a very strong day in terms of tackling. Do you feel like there was some improvement defensively in that category against Louisville?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like our defense tackled a lot better. I feel like we played better as a whole on defense, obviously. But that's just going to come with stacking more games, stacking more weeks, playing more together, actually versus a different team every week. And I feel like we're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger as these weeks go by.
Rasheem, what are some of the things you guys have talked about as a team when it comes to just being able to close games out? West Virginia, Louisville, you guys had leads in the second half, just weren't able to close them out. Just how do you turn that into wins, and just what kind of lessons do you feel like you've learned from these last 2 games?
Like you said, man, we just got to finish, really, in the game. That's all we can do is just make the best play, execute. Obviously, the fourth quarter is no time for errors, no plays you could let off. You got to go out there and really execute because, like you said, you can give up a lead easily. These are good teams we're facing. It's not like we're facing no bad teams, so we're going to have to figure out how to get it done and just execute and be more detailed. And, like, our whole team is just preaching finish, finish, finish. And that's what we got to start doing.
You, Kyle, and Braylon now all have interceptions. Is that Sharks mentality just starting to show up again?
Yeah, definitely. We know that like we gonna our plays is gonna come. Like we're not gonna force nothing or anything. We're gonna play what the defense call, what the play is, whatever they give us. That's what we're gonna take. And we know we're not gonna force nothing. So obviously we all ain't got 2 picks or something yet, but we know like as the season come, we gonna be good. Our stats gonna come. Our plays gonna come. We just gotta be ready to make them.
Is there something about this defense, just what you guys do out there, that sets up the linebackers to be in good position to be able to break up passes and get picks?
Yeah, obviously when like our secondary is playing good and our D-line is playing good, it make it easy for us. So I think that's all it is our D-line playing good. They either stand on the double team, giving us easy run-throughs to get TFLs, or safeties playing good coverage over top and making the quarterback throw it underneath, and we can be able to make plays like that. So obviously it's a team sport, and we just all trying to be the most productive as we can on the field.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks, Rasheem.
Questions?
I think everyone says they always try to prepare like a starter, but how is this week been different for you now that you're actually a starter?
I feel like I'm trying to just keep my same calendar, same schedule, as last week, and just kind of honing in on more of the details and different stuff that they do even more. But just got to be even more focused this week and just get after it again.
How would you assess just last week after you got in, just how your snaps were against Louisville?
I feel like I did good. I feel like there's definitely things I can improve on, all around. But I feel like getting those snaps in definitely made me feel even more confident than I already was in myself. So I feel like this week I can do my job.
How much experience do you have at guard?
Last year, my first 2 years here, actually, I was only guard. So I feel like I have a lot of experience there. That's where I initially got used to playing here, was at guard. And so I feel confident.
Coach Narduzzi told us just when you did enter the game against Louisville that at least the preceding week you'd spend most of your time practicing at center. But were you able to lean on just all that experience at guard over the last couple of years, or was there still just kind of, I don't know, was it uncomfortable at all just having to go back to guard?
No, I felt confident. In practice sometimes I'll get switch up stances, practice everything, so I can be whenever they need me, I can be there. But I feel like me knowing center definitely helped me out with knowing left guard, right guard, any other those positions, just because I know all the plays even better and what everyone's supposed to do.
You allowed a sack against Louisville. Just talk about that play and what maybe you learned from that one.
I mean, it's different, being in the game, got us even step up the game even more. Technique went a little rough on that play, so, learn from it, get better from it, and won't try not to have it happen again.
Do you guys as an offensive line use Keith's injury as kind of like another rallying point now that he's out?
Yeah, I feel like anytime one of your brothers goes down, a guy that's super close to you, I feel like everyone kind of has to band together, come together and support each other even more, and especially him. We all love him, so I feel like definitely even more together as a group.
What's going to happen? What's got to happen in the second half and the fourth quarter so that you guys can finish off some of these games and maintain some of these things?
I feel like, for us, we just got to keep protecting, keep staying consistent up front, and let our playmakers go make the plays that we know they can do.
Is it 1 third down conversion against Louisville? What have been some of the points of emphasis this week to get better at third down?
I feel like, just knowing our jobs, kind of like just knowing that it's third down, knowing that different stuff might come up from the defensive side, and just being accurate in everything we need to do.
Are the early downs, like first and second, making sure that you stay on schedule and make those downs? Is that a big part of the strategy this week too? Get better at those third downs?
Of course. I mean, always got to third and short's a lot easier to convert than third and long. So if we stay on schedule, do our jobs on first and second down, then shouldn't have to convert too many third downs.
We saw Cole come in there late in the game. Is there much of a difference when Eli's in there compared to Cole or even Mason?
I mean, for us, we trust whoever's back there. You know, our job's to protect whoever's back there, and we trust whoever's back there. So I feel like no matter what, we'll have faith in whoever we got back there.
Anything final?